In January 2025, a significant legislative change reshaped the landscape of Social Security benefits in the United States. The Social Security Fairness Act, signed into law by President Joe Biden, marked a pivotal moment for millions of public sector workers, including teachers, firefighters, police officers, and other public servants. This law effectively repealed two long-standing provisions: the Windfall Elimination Provision, WEP, and the Government Pension Offset, GPO, which had previously reduced or eliminated Social Security benefits for individuals receiving pensions from non-covered employment, that is, jobs not subject to Social Security taxes. The WEP and GPO had been sources of contention for decades. Enacted as part of the Social Security Amendments of 1983, these provisions aimed to prevent individuals from receiving disproportionately high benefits. However, in practice, they often resulted in reduced benefits for public sector employees who had dedicated their careers to essential services but also had periods of employment not covered by Social Security. The repeal of these provisions under the new law was seen as a corrective measure to address these inequities. With the elimination of the WEP and GPO, the Social Security Administration, SSA, initiated a series of actions to adjust benefits accordingly. One of the most immediate impacts was the issuance of retroactive payments to affected beneficiaries. These payments aimed to compensate for the reductions previously imposed by the WEP and GPO, covering the period from January 2024, the month when these provisions no longer applied, up to the present. The average retroactive payment amounted to approximately $6,710, providing a substantial financial boost to over 1.1 million individuals. These payments began rolling out in February 2025, with the SSA expediting the process to ensure timely disbursement. In addition to retroactive payments, beneficiaries experienced increases in their monthly Social Security benefits. Starting in April 2025, reflecting benefits for March, the SSA adjusted monthly payments to reflect the repeal of the WEP and GPO. The exact increase varied depending on individual circumstances, including the type of benefit received and the amount of the person's pension. For many, this adjustment translated into a more equitable reflection of their earnings and contributions over their careers, aligning with the original intent of the Social Security program to provide financial security in retirement. The implementation of the Social Security Fairness Act also involved significant administrative efforts. The SSA undertook the task of recalculating benefits for millions of recipients, a process that required meticulous attention to individual employment histories and pension details. To manage this effectively, the SSA provided resources and guidance to beneficiaries, encouraging them to verify their personal information and stay informed about their benefit adjustments. This proactive approach aimed to minimize confusion and ensure that individuals received the benefits to which they were entitled without unnecessary delays. The repeal of the WEP and GPO not only had financial implications but also carried symbolic significance. It represented a recognition of the invaluable contributions made by public sector workers and addressed long-standing grievances about perceived unfairness in the Social Security system. By eliminating these provisions, the government acknowledged the need for a more just and equitable approach to calculating benefits, one that honors the service of those who have dedicated their careers to the public good. However, this legislative change also prompted discussions about the broader implications for the Social Security system. Critics expressed concerns about the financial sustainability of the program, noting that increasing benefits for a substantial number of recipients could strain the Social Security trust funds. Projections indicated that this change might accelerate the timeline for potential insolvency, with estimates suggesting that the trust fund's depletion could occur as early as 2035. This development underscored the urgency of addressing the long-term solvency of the Social Security program, prompting policymakers to consider comprehensive reforms to ensure its sustainability for future generations. For beneficiaries, the repeal of the WEP and GPO brought immediate relief and a sense of justice. Many retirees who had seen their benefits reduced or eliminated due to these provisions now experienced financial improvements that enhanced their quality of life. Stories emerged of individuals using their retroactive payments to pay off debts, invest in healthcare, or support family members. The increase in monthly benefits provided ongoing financial stability, allowing retirees to better manage living expenses and enjoy a more secure retirement. The SSA played a crucial role in facilitating this transition. Recognizing the complexity of recalculating benefits for millions of individuals, the agency implemented measures to streamline the process. This included enhancing online services, providing clear communication about the changes, and offering support through customer service channels. Beneficiaries were encouraged to verify their personal information, such as addresses and banking details, to ensure accurate and timely payments. The SSA's efforts aimed to make the transition as smooth as possible, minimizing disruptions and ensuring that individuals received the benefits they deserved. The Social Security Fairness Act also had implications for future retirees. With the repeal of the WEP and GPO, individuals entering retirement could do so with greater confidence in the benefits they would receive. This change allowed for more accurate retirement planning, as public sector workers no longer had to account for potential reductions due to these provisions. Financial advisors and retirement planners adjusted their guidance accordingly, helping clients navigate the new landscape and make informed decisions about their retirement strategies. While the repeal of the WEP and GPO addressed specific inequities, it also highlighted the complexity of the Social Security system and the challenges inherent in balancing fairness with financial sustainability. Policymakers faced the task of ensuring that the system remained solvent while providing adequate benefits to retirees. This ongoing debate emphasized the need for comprehensive reforms that would address not only the immediate concerns of beneficiaries but also the long-term viability of the program. In the wake of the Social Security Fairness Act, public discourse around Social Security intensified. Advocacy groups that had long campaigned for the repeal of the WEP and GPO celebrated the legislative victory but also turned their attention to broader issues within the Social Security system. Discussions about adjusting the payroll tax cap, modifying benefit formulas, and exploring alternative funding mechanisms gained momentum. The goal was to create a system that was both fair and financially sound, capable of meeting the needs of current and future retirees. For many public sector workers, the repeal of the WEP and GPO was more than just a financial adjustment, it was a validation of their service and contributions. Teachers, firefighters, police officers, and other public servants often spent their careers in roles that were essential to society but did not always offer the same financial rewards as private sector jobs. The previous reductions in Social Security benefits had been perceived as a penalty for their choice to serve the public. The elimination of these provisions was seen as a long overdue correction, acknowledging the value of their work and ensuring that they received the benefits they had earned. As the changes took effect, beneficiaries were advised to stay informed and proactive. The SSA encouraged individuals to regularly review their benefit statements, report any discrepancies, and keep their personal information up to date. This vigilance was particularly important during the transition period, as the SSA processed a large volume of adjustments. Beneficiaries were also reminded of the potential tax implications of increased benefits. Retroactive payments and higher monthly benefits could affect taxable income, and individuals were advised to consult with tax professionals to understand how these changes might impact their tax liabilities. The Social Security Fairness Act also had a ripple effect on state and local governments. Many public sector pensions were coordinated with Social Security benefits, and the repeal of the WEP and GPO required adjustments to these pension plans. Some state and local governments reviewed their pension formulas to ensure alignment with the new federal law, while others provided guidance to retirees on how the changes would affect their overall retirement income.